Okay, we're back for Madoka Magica episode 7. Doing this a little bit early because I gotta go somewhere after, and instead of by the time I get back, I might have to do like a double episode tomorrow, and I'd rather just put this out early. I don't know, maybe one day we'll sacrifice our social life to just do anime reactions. Okay, but before we do start, I do have something here. Okay, so the guy that's running the threads, or at least one of them, he didn't also mention. Okay, so thing is, somehow I didn't consider until this post, despite 5 rewatches now, there was a certain resemblance between the teardrop on QB's back and the loop on the back of the middle school girl's uniform. And you know, I did point that out. You know, I even said that, and I was like, damn, we're cooking too hard. Let's just ignore something like that, because I was trying to find Sayaka's back, right? But he is pointing this out too, so I don't know. We'll see. And while I was typing out my post to this, I did come up with something that maybe Homer just doesn't give a shit about Sayaka. And like the whole reason why she was like panicking to get back the soul gem was because she was worried that it might push Madoka to make a contract. So maybe she doesn't give a shit about Sayaka, but I don't know. So in terms of the episode, Homa did retrieve the soul gem. She put it back in Sayaka's hand, and her body started moving again. There's kind of a million ways this could go. We're not gonna try and come up with every possible route because we're about to find out. So let's just hop right in. Sayaka. Okay, well, looks like she's kind of normal so far. Huh. Okay, she's pretty normal. And like I said, right? We kind of need the Kyosuke guy to kind of still be relevant, right? Because at least to me, it didn't feel like his character did anything yet. Yeah, fuck this thing. Yeah. And this is right. He didn't technically trick anyone. I mean, they also didn't do their due diligence, right? That's the thing. That's what I was saying, right? Like, in theory, if somebody just like asks for like actual better details, would he give it? Hmm? Oh. Yellow glow for mommy? Okay. Okay. She's in her eyes. More than a collection of neurons, etc. Okay. Yeah, that's some creepy sound effect. Right. No. Snap. Huh. Well, like you said, you didn't really ask the terms, right? Oh, what's he doing? She gets pain? Pain, yeah. Huh. Right. Yeah. We did talk about that. Okay, so, but she said, she thought it was like healing abilities? Maybe she just didn't know. Maybe she doesn't even have that. Or maybe everyone does. Huh. Okay, interesting. Okay, there we go. We're getting some real important questions. You had a wish important enough to commit yourself to... I mean, those are... Well, I don't know, I was just saying. Those are like the main points of the contract, right? But, I don't know, someone should still ask for the rest. Can you accept true feelings? Something like that. Okay, teacher, we haven't heard from her in a while. Let's see what kind of love struggles she's having today. Okay, yeah, these things, right? These, well, last time, apparently the desks just go into the floor. Someone said that on Reddit, that if someone's missing, the desks just go to the floor. And there's a missing desk here, so someone's away. Homura? Sayaka. This frog thing, right? Okay, there's 4 now? Was there 3 last time? Okay, I guess we're trying to make connections with this, right? Bunny? There's like some type of bunny things going on, right? Even the other guy, the techno guy, said Madoka was holding on to, sleeping with a bunny plushie. Cat in the OP. There's a cat here. It might be bait. Duck. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is a yellow duck, like yellow like mommy. What the fuck is this? Bunny's here too, right? Okay. What does it mean when it's like she's holding it and it's like glowing like that? Oh, okay. Yes. And that's the thing. Okay, we were talking about like the potential for the time travel, right? Like, okay, we could, when she was like running, I kind of like I don't know, it messed with my head, but no, like the fact that she still knows about stuff, I think it's still kind of likely. That is true too, right? But also we're saying she has to be cryptic because maybe she can't say certain things. Okay, that's fair too. Yeah, true. Like we said. Yeah. He's, in theory, a higher existence. No. Yeah, I mean, oh, come on, Madoka. When are you gonna... I don't know. We're halfway through now, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Do you get it now? Alright, because she only cares about preventing Madoka from making a contract. But also... Okay, wait, I kind of lost what I was going to say before. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like... I guess, did you come to a conclusion why you just can't just do nothing? Well... Not really, because we still don't know what the rewards are. I don't know, we'll just let it go. Kind of deep line. Mm-hmm. Repay the favor, like by becoming a magical girl. Oh my god. Interesting. Does that count as fingernail glowing? No eyes. Huh. Maybe that's why she's like immune to everything and she can, I don't know. Like if we're going with our freaking genjutsu theory, she's immune to it, right? This thing. Kyoko? Right, they're contracted, so they can communicate telepathically, right? Yeah. She's just skipping school, too? Both of them? Huh. Interesting design here. Random ass waterfalls. Could this mean something? I don't know. We're too fried. Red apples because she's red. Right, because this is her first time learning about this too, right? That's the positive way to look at things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we were thinking last episode, right? Like, in theory, even if some people knew about this, they'd probably still take it, right? Like, it's kind of fucked up because you accepted the terms without knowing something like this. But I feel like for sure, somebody like her, she probably still would have taken it. Mm-hmm. The Sigma mentality. What are we doing here? Labyrinth? Looks like one, but... Huh. The fuck kind of design is this? Yeah, looks like we're about to like start some cult. Okay. I was wondering if she's gonna share apples with us. To be honest. You really gave it to her. Huh. No. Oh my god. Yo, that was my soul gin. Yeah. Saika's kind of being too stubborn here. But we already, like, discussed her character like that, right? Still eat it? Yum. Oh, okay. I don't know, I was just looking at this thing. Huh. Okay. Might be related to her wish? Red thing kind of looks like her soul gem. Okay. Is that supposed to be her? Okay, the cult was already made. Said he was right. I guess that's kind of why she's like, don't waste food. Bunnies? Animals? Okay. Would have been obvious he was right. That's what they're saying. So, kind of curious if that's going to be a thing. Someone kill him? Huh. Okay, that's kind of interesting. That's the thing, right? Like, they're kind of picking, I don't want to say simple wishes, right? But like, I guess there's like, well, to put it in words like Mommy was saying, there's like grander ways you could accomplish this, right? So when you wish for something like this, there's always going to be some like weird loopholes to kind of create that like monkey paw situation, right? Oh, I mean, that's basically her like thing, right? Okay, where is he now? This is basically a different type of negative emotion created? What did you find out exactly? Okay. Also, did they just show the mom just now? Right, some people are thinking that when you make this wish, someone close to you, you become a magical girl, and someone close to you becomes a witch. Maybe the mom? Okay. She's kind of the witch in his eyes, I guess. QB's eye? You mean, including little sis and mom? What did he killing himself? Yeah. And the followers? Okay. I guess that's kind of I don't want to say simple, but not exactly what we were predicting, right? Okay, so that's okay, so that's why she was like I guess talking shit about Saika's wish idea last episode. Okay, should we take this at face value? Like literally? Because Kyoko's actually a nice girl. Yeah, because there's the idea that there's still the competition, right? In terms of needing to farm witches, I guess. Who's the one that told us that? Was it QB? Because if it was QB, you can't really trust what he says, right? It wasn't Mommy before she died. There's that too. Okay, she kind of sees herself in her. Give her another apple. Find your own path, maybe? Yeah, trauma bonding, that's basically what's going on. Okay. Yeah, slightly find your own path. We'll have green apples instead. Interesting frame there. Okay. Stole them? No. Okay. Sus? Okay, here. Teardrop shape, maybe? Okay. Oh. Aggressive apple eating. Surely this is also symbolic. Okay, Hitomi? We haven't seen Hitomi in a while, right? There's still, like, we talked about those boxes from, like, episode 3 or something. Episode 3 or 4. I think it was 4. There was that row of boxes in our house, right? We had pink, yellow, blue for, like, Madoka, Mommy, and Sayaka. But then there was a top row, which was red and green. Kyoko's red. This is our only green so far. And I don't think at this rate we'll introduce a new character. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, also, well, I don't know. Like, her hair is covering hers. I mean, that could be... Like, obviously her hair is longer, but... There'd be a... Never mind, it's there too. Mm-hmm. Ah, okay. Okay, we gotta kind of learn more about the consequences of her wish, I guess. You told me being sus? He told me gonna get involved somehow, and then, I don't know, like, the weird situation with, Kyosuke? Hot dog? Huh. Okay. Okay. We're getting some fucking spicy shit going on here. Like, he's gonna get fucked up somehow, which is gonna fuck up Hitomi too. For some time. How long? He's been in the hospital for a while though, no? To find some time. And why? Just old acquaintances, okay. Not big bro. Okay. It's also, I guess, low-key about... Well, I don't know. We kind of made some internal progress just now with our conversation with Kyoko, but... Eerie ass music. After school tomorrow. That you won't regret. And our whole conversation was about, like, not having regrets, right? Kind of, living for yourself. Because you kind of have to make a decision here, too. Those, like, yellow balls kind of look like, that scene before Mommy got fucking lopped off, when we went for a little fun stroll in the hospital. What are you doing here? Don't tell me we're fucking going witch hunting again and you're fucking coming with us. No! Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Tell her off? Please. Meanwhile, QB? That is... Right, maybe, right? Because then she wouldn't be in this situation. This episode title is about feelings, right? What was that? Fountain? Didn't look like fountain. Okay, but still leave her here. Oh my fucking god, dude. Okay, surely Homer is stalking us again. Okay, maybe she's stalking us too. Because she said... Or, well, Homer said, I'll leave this place to you. But in 2 weeks, right? We still have that freaking witch hunt tonight. What I feel like something bad's gonna happen to her now. Fuck. Okay, well, you're here. No eyes. Mm. Hmm. Oh, we're already in. Huh. Son? No, 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 no. 100 meters. 100 meters is the distance you can get away from your soul gem, right? Could you, like, create some weird partner system with Madoka? Not like... Madoka's here, somewhere, right? We're not attacking Madoka, the witch. Like, the witch isn't attacking Madoka. Would the witch know, right? Like, if Madoka's holding the freaking soul gem. Basically, just to avoid some situation like Mommy. This black and white thing feels like the opening scene from episode 1. We said we were gonna rewatch that. I don't know. I forgot again. Okay, we're here to save. She has like red lines on her. Not her, but okay. Being stubborn again. Huh. That looked like... Right, but her... Okay, that was her, that was her. But her soul gem is on her stomach, right? What the fuck? Okay, maybe she's the one that goes... Well... Everyone's gonna go into the darkness. Everyone's fucking darkness right now. Holy shit. I mean, this could also be her downfall, too. Oh my god. No, that's fucking hell. Oh my god. Okay, new illustration. You know, QB looks like a normal, cute pet here, but we're fucking him up. I won't be like the rest of the magical girls. Okay. Huh, interesting. Hers is falling out. Untouched. Well, not yet. QB. I don't know, should we make note of this? The last one seemed like it could be something, right? I don't know if all the heads were attached. It's kind of like inverse. Everyone except Madoka's head is gonna get fucking detached. Okay. Okay, what happened this episode? Mostly on the surface, right? If we just kind of take what's going on. We weren't paying attention to too much of the random stuff this episode, but Sayaka character progression. And like usually when you say development, it's usually like a good thing, but by the end of the episode, she kind of went like batshit insane, right? But she's still talking about using her powers for other people, while kind of going all psycho like that. So we'll see what happens from there. Learn the backstory of Kyoko. So it seems like the wishes aren't necessarily like straight monkey paw type. Like her wish did lead to the downfall still, right? But it's mainly because she said she used her wish on someone else and didn't consider how they actually felt. I mean, it is and it kind of isn't, right? At the same time. I know we need more data points. We need to find out what happens with Sayaka's wish. Maybe what Homa's wish was. And I feel like they, you know, if they don't tell us Mommy's wish, right? Like, I don't know, if we don't bring her back somehow or something. Like, maybe we could kind of, like, pick up pieces from the first few episodes and try and figure it out. I don't know. Apparently there's, like, some nice analytical video after. We could probably watch that, too, after, to see what kind of stuff we picked up on, stuff we missed. I don't know. I guess interesting things from here. This thing. This is, like, when she transforms, this is what her soul gem, like, looks like, right? Or gets, like, attached to her body. And the whole time, like, of the story, she kept saying, like, oh, Dad was right, Dad was right. So I don't know. I'm not sure if this is anything or, like, the old religion was so shit that, like, stuff is, like, obviously right or wrong. I don't know. Let's not spark a religious debate over that. Some kind of drama potential plot here, subplot here with Hitomi saying she likes Kyosuke. It's kind of interesting because it seems like he was in the hospital for how long? Well, we don't know the timeline before this story started, right? And since like he's been going to school from before, right? Like people know him, so surely they've known each other for a decent amount of time before that. Okay, like I mentioned, there is still that green box. Maybe I don't know. What else could it possibly mean? Because so far all the colors lined up to the characters at least, right? And you might think, okay, if QB is like really trying random ass shit to try and get Madoka to sign a contract, it makes sense to put his to target like Hitomi next, no? Because like clearly there's multiple points where something's like weighing down Sayaka, and Madoka's like noticing it or something, right? So Madoka feels like she's kind of just being a burden or something, so she might feel the need to make a contract to help Sayaka or something like that. But clearly Sayaka alone is not enough. Now if her other best friend is like that, then I don't know, maybe that could push her to consider more about signing a contract. This fight scene has a lot of similarities to the opening scene, right? It was also black and white, but except here people aren't visible. Everyone here is like blacked out, including Madoka. Madoka, no pink lines yet because she's not a magical girl. You know, we got the red outline, the blue outline. Do you think Homer's in here somewhere? This kind of gives like church vibes, but I don't know. Like since Sayaka's the one fighting this, I don't know how this relates to like whatever we were kind of talking about in the church before. There were trees in the background, like dead trees, and this thing is like dead tree. I don't know, maybe we should go check out the opening sequence from episode 1. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Okay, here. Episode 7 thread. Okay. This is the earliest we've been here so far. Okay, welcome to the World of Magic Theory of the Day. Okay, Techno, he's back again. We have been feeding the watchers lately, but he also had a thought that gets him featured in this space today. Kyoko is exaggerating Sayaka and Kyosuke's relationship, but low-key, that's what I was thinking too. He was tied down to a hospital bed, and Sayaka was just going for the white knight angle on him, but now he's curious. He doesn't really... So does he really need Sayaka? Right. And that's why, like I was also saying too, she's like obsessing over him, but he didn't really seem to like reciprocate that in any way, right? Like, I'm not even just talking about like the time he like spazzed out at her. Like I think that's right. Like it's possible he could also have cared for her and still do that, right? Because he's going through a lot of shit, but it just seems like overall he wasn't really that interested in her. Now what happens if we add a new potential higher class love interest in the mix as well? Basically Hitomi, right? Alright, QD. So he's going to teach QB the importance of consent in Soul Gem BDSM. How do we teach him about the informed part of consent? I don't know. I feel like this question's just kind of a meme question again. Is there a functional difference between a magical girl and her body and the sci-fi idea of controlling a surrogate body? This is the thing. There's kind of a lot of questions I had. Like, the body is a shell, but are we still like super tethered to that? I don't know. I'm not sure if they mentioned that, right? Like, can you like transfer to like someone else's body? I don't know. Can you like make an artificial body and control it that way? How would you feel if your Daughteru turned out to have been using mind control to make people attend your new religious sermons? Or religious movements, sorry. I guess, right? Like, if you're super passionate about trying to spread certain things, if it's like all fake, then technically you didn't accomplish your goal, right? Like, having just people show up doesn't really accomplish what you want, right? It's kind of like buying views on YouTube, right? Like, the number goes up, but it doesn't actually mean anything. Number 4. Time to bring up everyone's favorite point of contention back in 2023. Was Hitomi out of line here? And if so, how much? I guess this was a thing 2 years ago, but not last year. No. I mean, I do agree with some point, right? Like, you should kind of be selfish in that regard. She even gave her time, right? She said you got 24 hours. This is such like a juicy high school type drama type of thing. I know they're middle school, but like where... I guess the more common one from my experience is like your friend breaks up with somebody and then another friend wants to like date that girl too afterwards, right? And like it kind of seems BM, but if you actually just sit down and think about it, right? Like at what point should people start prioritizing their own feelings? It depends on how close you are, but even still, like, I don't know. Given the context, I don't think Hitomi's doing anything wrong. So why is Kyoko apparently trying to help Sayaka anyways? Bonus, why does Sayaka keep leaving food on the table? The hot dog? She didn't eat the hot dog, right? Was there any other scenes? Episode 1? Hitomi left. It was just us two, right? Interesting. But why is Kyoko apparently trying to help Sayaka? So, just clearly indicating that it's not... It's deeper than them just her just seeing Sayaka in her old ways, right? I don't know. Also, this line's kind of sus. But I mean, he was like saying, right? Or was it the other guy that was like saying like, oh, I feel like whatever I'm saying, it's like spoiler. No, I think that was the other guy. Alright, well, he's back here. This guy's always on time. T-Right for the feature. Insane backstory drop from Kyoko, and she's quickly growing on me. I quite like her, but it's coming at the cost of losing Sayaka, it seems. And we're officially past the halfway point, so should I assume Madoka isn't contracting? What a gorgeous fight scene to end the episode. Black and white with their cast color outlines, the sound design, the slashes, the OST, the smile and madness from Sayaka, absolute cinema. Maybe, right? Like, I don't know. If I had to kind of just guess, I think it's possible at the end, because that could be, or near the end, because that could be like kind of like a major turning point. Also, we kind of had deaths, not deaths, but like I guess crazy stuff happening every 3 episodes so far, right? Mommy death, almost Sayaka death. Who's next in line? This is episode 7, so maybe it's not something for 2 more episodes. Wonder how long Homura has been magical girling. Maybe she's just seen too many people die and that's why she's so broken. But we're like halfway through, so when will her warnings ever get through to Madoka? Maybe Madoka will finally break through the cycle of suffering with her ideals and kindness, and then it ends with Homura finally smiling, they hug it out, the rabbit gremlin goes away, bam, happy ending. I was kind of thinking, maybe, like, I know the show's called Madoka Magica, but maybe Homura is actually the main character. Like, can we rule out the possibility of a happy ending? Because the way the show goes, right? Like, you can have, like, 90% suffering, and then just, to make it all worth it, just kind of throw a semi-happy ending at the end. Maybe, right? I just need to think about that more. I'm liking Kyoko more and more, or at least her confidence. She tries to live without regrets and holds true to her values, and possibly the only decently happy magical girl we have. Right? Maybe? I was thinking, was Mommy happy? Not really, right? Because she was kind of like crying due to loneliness or something, right? Okay, Sayaka is such a badass, rejecting Kyoko and choosing her own path. Wonder how she's gonna walk down it though. Right? I mean, based on the end of the episode, she's basically going like way too off on the deep end. Because she's probably going to, at some point, just do something, still believing that she's doing it for other people, but it just comes at the cost of possibly both Kyosuke and Hitomi. Yeah. Hitomi what? Lamau. Very convenient for Sayaka development. Good on Hitomi for not suppressing her own feelings and also respecting friendship with Sayaka. Yeah, that's what I was saying, right? Like, I think she was being pretty fair about it. Yeah, here. All the things you're saying while crying to Madoka sound a bit like those regrets you just said you wouldn't be having, right? Like, her attitude and what she says, like her words and her actions don't line up. Sayaka Bills is so over. See you tomorrow. Okay, Sayaka's room has tons of mirrors. Huh. I guess so, right? There was another scene. I feel like we've seen that before. There was another scene where there was like a lot of mirrors. I don't remember off the top of my head. So one of the deconstructions is that to become a magical girl, it's really a deal with the devil. Not that he showed his faces, but he is already being devilish, saying like, you didn't ask. I feel like this is a really good way to subvert the magical girl genre, I guess. But like I said, I don't really watch too much MG out of this. I wish Kyubi dies. Done. Huh. Can you imagine? That's Madoka just does that. But no, she probably like Loki wants to like make Kyubi happy too. Okay, in anime, mature characters are also way colder. I can't think of any example of a mature character not being cold. But then again, I'm bad at remembering these types of things. I really like Homura, but I would also like to watch something that has a character clearly advise the MC to not do something, properly explain why, but the reason be so unbelievable that the MC would do it anyways. Does the mom count? Dad? Did we talk to the dad a lot? Mommy, maybe? I feel like there is. It's just what I guess the main driving force, right? Because Homer is definitely like the main driving force here. Or out of all these like advice characters or whatever, like, couldn't they also wish for witches to not exist anymore? I guess no one would. That's the thing, right? Like, there's clearly a lot of ways you could just like super loophole this thing, but surely it's not that simple. A tree growing out of a person that kind of looked like Hitomi in episode 1. There was also a tree that Homer was fighting, right? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, a lot of... There's, like, trees before. The scene looks like the scene from episode 1. I don't know. I guess we could try and rewatch that. I see both angles where maybe it's, like... If we go back and watch it, maybe we'll make some connections. But also maybe it's more fun to not. I don't know. We'll see. Sayaka is losing it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I don't know, like, this episode kind of felt milder, I guess. Alright, and I guess, because a big chunk of it was kind of Kyuko's backstory, which I kind of just, it does tell us a little bit about the witches, right? And I guess, like, kind of the big moment here was this kind of just random as a drama bombshell, whatever, and Sayaka going psycho at the end, and like, even these guys, the other first-timers, their posts are a little shorter too, so I don't know, looks like we're kind of building up to something super tragic that's gonna happen. Maybe not next episode, maybe episode 9. I don't know, that's what I'm predicting. But yeah, I guess we'll cut it off here. I'll probably ask this later on, but is there any other show, too, that we can actually do stuff like this, right? Like, kind of just look at every small detail, because it's pretty fun, right? Like, even if we just end up being completely off, I don't know, it's still fun to do this. So, is there any other show that we can kind of do a similar thing to? Definitely not daily. This is too much. But yeah, if there's any other suggestions like this, let me know. I'll consider it. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. If you made it this far, thanks for supporting the channel and joining me on this journey. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.